Your slide.
Okay, perfect. So let's talk about Yooz, and I will make sure I don't go over time here, Amy. So
No
thanks for
worries.
having me. So, Terry Salisbury, I'm actually a senior account executive here at Yooz, and I've been with the company almost 3 years. I'll share a little bit of the data, but also want to tell you all that we're a family company, and that's something that I really love about Yooz. At the end of the day, we don't answer to investors. We answer to our clients. So we're able to do a lot of really cool things here for the folks that we work with, right? And we're really invested in long-term relationships. So we actually were founded in the cloud about 15 years ago, but we've got over 35 years of process automation experience because we're a spinoff of an on-prem solution that was founded in France. So globally, we have over 5,000 clients and just under 500 employees with offices in the US, UK, France, and Spain. We've got over 300,000 users. We're processing millions of documents every year. And something that I always love to point out on this slide is that we actually reinvest 25% of our revenue back into our solution. And we've got a really cool roadmap. So if you're interested in seeing that, just let us know. And that's something that we can actually work with our CEO to present to you, or that we could get maybe a chicken noodle soup version to share with you as well. So these are a few of the awards that we've won recently. We've won a ton of awards as a disruptor in fintech, SaaS, and cloud, and we're very proud of all of them. It means a lot for us to kind of be at the top of the AP automation space. So these are a few of our clients. We've got many, many, many more. And then also some of our partners. So you see Acumatica is here. We have a direct integration with Acumatica. All of the data syncs seamlessly, and I'm going to show you what that looks like here in just a few minutes. And then this financial impact of manual AP automation. So I always like to keep this slide in because I think, a lot of times people may think about the cost, but they maybe really don't know the facts, right? So the data that I'll present to you here was actually compiled through a cumulative study done with Ardent Partners on the impact of AP automation. So cost to process a single invoice, about $13 US. Cost to cut a check, about $9.34. And then days from receipt to pay, this is actually reduced in the last couple of years, but it's about 14 and a half days. So, a lot of things can happen there. Time that you spend handling supplier calls, late payments, duplicate or mistaken payments. I have had folks tell me that they've accidentally paid $1 million bill twice, and then the vendor says, "Oh, don't worry, we'll just put it on your account. We'll hold it as a credit for you." So it's $1 million cash loss right there. They don't get to work with that money. But lack of reporting, lack of visibility, the cost to mail a check, the time it takes to sign those checks. I mean, all the things, not including the hand cramps there, right? With AP automation, our clients typically see up to an 80% reduction of not only the money they're spending on manual invoice processing, but the time that it takes to process an invoice. So reducing the cost to only about $3.11 and the time to only about 3 days. So uh, this slide I always say is AP automation from like the stratosphere, the highest level, right? And what I'll point out here is that we can actually import your PO data either at creation or after receipt from Acumatica into Yooz. And then we use that data to automate the two or three-way matching for you. So making your life easy. A lot of times that PO means that's an auto approval there, and you don't even have to touch those invoices if it's a perfect match. Okay. And then everything from capture, review, approve, payments if you choose, and then exporting right back into Acumatica can be as hands-on or as hands-off as you want it to be. You define that criteria. Okay. So I'm actually going to stop sharing right now so that I can start sharing my demo application. And we're just going to log in and take a quick look at Yooz. So if you will let me know just confirm that you see a login screen here, and you should.
I do. You look good.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so first things first, we're actually going to log into our sandbox demonstration application. And that's with our Acumatica sandbox that we have, which is right here. I know you all are very familiar with what this application looks like, so I don't have to run through any of that with you, but I will point out that I have actually created some purchase requests or purchase orders here in Acumatica. You can see those, and we've sent those over to Yooz. So I'll come back over here in just a few minutes and show you what that looks like once everything is sent over.
It's a
But
black
when,
screen again, Terry.
oh no, let me try again. Stopping the share. That's so strange. And trying this again. Okay, can you see it now?
I see Yooz. Yep.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so back over here in just a moment. I will show you all what the bill looks like once we sync it back into Acumatica. Okay, and I've just got a couple minutes, so very high
Okay, now
level.
it's black again.
No, really? Oh no.
What is going
What?
on?
I have no idea. Let's see here. Let me try one more time.
That is so bizarre because I
It's,
see it and then I don't.
yeah, very strange. Sorry about that. Okay, you see use?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So we'll stay right here on this screen or navigate through this application in this tab. Okay, so
Now it's gone again.
are you sure? That's
Hmm.
crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try this again. Just a second. So sorry. That's wild. Okay, and let me try one more time. And is that working?
I see the Use screen, so hopefully it'll stay that
Okay,
way.
hopefully it'll stay that way. Okay, all right, perfect. So here, first thing I'll point out is we actually have um, imported all of the PO data from Acumatica. So this is a cloud import. That means you don't have to push any special buttons to get that data to come into Yooz. It's an automatic sync. It's set to a schedule. And a lot of the data that's transmitted is instant. So that means on creation or on approval, right? Here, I have already brought an invoice into use just for time's sake, right? Average invoice read time in use is usually 30 seconds to a minute, just depending on the complexity of the invoice or how many pages it is. And what that means is Yooz is using its smart data extraction, its AI technology to read and index every single word on the invoice. So here we've got a completion rate indicator. That means header fields should be populated. There's some line item detail because we've got a PO that we need to review right here. And we'll go ahead and click into that task, okay? Now, once we're here in the invoice screen, you actually get the full invoice image, okay? This area here that's highlighted in purple, that's information that Yooz has extracted, put here in the header field information. And then you can see we've got that line item detail. That's because we've got a perfect match based on the PO number that was sent in by the vendor. Now, if this invoice perhaps had multiple items built on here for multiple open POs, we actually have access to all of the POs that are billed from or that are created for this vendor in the drop down. So we could attach multiple POs, single lines or multiple lines from each. When we sync that data back into Acumatica, it's only going to close what we have attached to that bill, leaving the other lines open, waiting for a bill to come in and attach to it. Okay. You can also link documents with Yooz. We've got unlimited attachments, add-on component. So you could add your supporting documentation, your bill of lading, delivery receipts, things like that, if you'd like to do that. And everything gets stored together in a file. So we make your life easy. with that digital filing cabinet. Now, I'm going to go back over here to my tasks, to our to-do list, just to point out that every user will have an active to-do list, but you also have the ability to see what's in progress. And you can see we've got some items down here that have already gone through that review phase. Now they're sitting in that approval phase with Miss Amelia. And I know I've got 3 minutes left. So really quick, I want to cover our workflows just to show you all what that looks like. And I'm going to have to slip right over here and get logged in real quick to my standard demo application. I don't have access to workflows in our Acumatica sandbox. And Amy, you can still see my Yooz application, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So just jumping into settings here real quick, processes and workflows, and we're going to take a look at a few of these. What I'll point out is that here in the review phase and the approval phase, each one of these steps can be 7 steps wide and unlimited routing options deep. So, as an example, Major League Baseball Players Association, they are one of our clients, and almost every single player has its own routing here. So, a lot of complexity in that workflow, but Yooz can handle it. We've got no touch auto review, so those can skip the review phase, go straight to approvals. We've got some keyword routing, so anything with the keyword oxygen's going to Aaron. We've got multi-layer approvals based on dollar amounts. You can see that here over 2,000, over 4,000. And then we can also do no-touch auto approval. So again, really great for those PO invoices. But I think if you have any questions about if Yooz can accomplish what you need it to in a workflow approval stage, please just send us a message. We're going to go ahead and go over here to Acumatica real quick so I can show you what these look like when we sync that data back. Okay, so here you can see we've got that little attachment. Just clicking into this bill file, we have sent everything back as it would be hand typed into Acumatica now. But here in the file section, we actually include the PDF. You get the bill. You also get any comments that were left on the invoice, so that becomes a part of the audit trail. You do get the full audit invoice history, so when it came in, what steps were taken, and then any attachments that were dropped onto the bill also get sent over. So any PDF attachments come over into Acumatica as well. So I know I am right at time, Amy. Sorry for that technical difficulty. I'm going to stop sharing, but if anybody has any questions, please just reach out. You can find us at getyooz.com.
No worries. I'm glad everything ended up working out.